Mimi nasema hapa mbele yenu, huyu muungwana ni mtu wako na akili, ni mtu wako na mpango, ni mtu hana
Thank you. What happened? What is to the thing? May I invite, thank you. May I now invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, to join in the second photo.
For months now, Kenya's political atmosphere has been changing in ways many people cannot ignore. Behind the smiles, public appearances, and official speeches, political observers believe a silent battle may be unfolding at the very top of government. A battle involving President William Ruto and his deputy, Kindiki. No open insults, no dramatic press conferences, no direct confrontation. But in politics, silence can sometimes be more dangerous than war itself. Today, we break down the growing reports, political tension, and explosive allegations surrounding what many analysts are now calling a Cold War inside Kenya Kwanza. And if these reports are true, then Kenya's political future could already be shifting behind closed doors. One of the biggest claims fueling this discussion is the allegation that powerful figures within government are attempting to quietly push Kindiki out of office. According to political commentators and insiders, there are whispers that President Ruto camp allegedly wants Kindiki to voluntarily resign from the deputy presidency. And the alleged offer attached to the resignation is massive. Reports circulating within political circles claim up to 3 billion shillings may have been discussed as part of a political exit arrangement. The alleged goal? To create room for a future political restructuring involving ODM-linked interests and broader coalition calculations ahead of the next elections. Now, officially, there is no public evidence proving this alleged deal exists. Neither State House nor Kindiki himself has publicly confirmed such discussions, but the rumors have spread rapidly across the country, especially because this will not be the first time such allegations have emerged around the office of the deputy president. In fact, former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua previously made explosive claims of his own. In interviews after his fallout with President Ruto, Gachagua alleged that the president had personally offered him 2 billion Kenyan shillings to step down from the office voluntarily before his impeachment.
Mambo ya kwamba ati nikifukuzwa sitasimama kiti, hiyo haina maana kwangu. Unajua watu wanafikiria ati mimi ni mtu najipenda sana. Sio lazima nikuwe chochote katika hii Jamhuri ya Kenya. Na mimi ningesikiza vile rais alikuwa ananiambia nijiuzuru, because alikuwa ameniambia wewe jiuzuru nikupatie bilioni 2 uende nyumbani, uende upumzike, fanya mambo yako, uwe na security, uwe na mshahara na unaweza simama siku nyingine. Sasa nikajiuliza, yule anakupangia mabaya anaweza kukupatia suluhisho ya vile utaishi? Ukiona ile mtu anakupangia mabaya, ile barabara anakuambia uende, unaenda opposite. Kwa hivyo
according to Gachagua, he was allegedly promised security, financial comfort, and political protection if he agreed to resign quietly. The president asked me to step down, promising me 2 billion Kenyan shillings, Gachagua claimed during media interviews in early 2025. Those allegations shocked the country because they painted a picture of a presidency willing to negotiate political exit behind the scenes rather than manage disagreements publicly. And now, with similar rumors surrounding Kindiki, many Kenyans are beginning to connect the dots. When Kindiki first assumed office after Gachagua's removal, many people saw him as the perfect replacement. Very calm, educated, very disciplined, and less confrontational. He appeared to fit perfectly into Ruto's administration. But over time, political observers began noticing something unusual. Kindiki slowly became less visible in major political mobilization campaigns. His public appearances reduced, his speeches became shorter, and unlike before, he appeared increasingly cautious whenever addressing politically sensitive matters.
Ningetaka kuomba msamaha kwa niaba ya wanasiasa wote ambao labda kwa matendo, mazungumzo walitatiza kwa njia moja ama ingine shughuli hii ambao tumekuwa nayo katika muda wa kama wiki moja sasa. Viongozi wa upande wa serikali ama viongozi.
Some analysts now believe Kindiki may be intentionally limiting his political activity to avoid provoking powerful voices within the government. And according to insiders, one of the most issues that allegedly created tension was Kindiki's reported attempts to soften relations with Gachagua after his impeachment.
Let's stay with politics, and Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has ignited speculation over his political future after hinting that he may not be guaranteed a slot as William Ruto's running mate in the 2027 presidential contest. Speaking at two separate events,
that move reportedly angered influential individuals within President Ruto's inner circle, because in Kenyan politics, loyalty is everything. The moment leaders suspect divided allegiance, political survival becomes difficult. Then another controversy that intensified speculation even further was the scrutiny over Kindiki's spending and travel expenses. Questions began emerging online and in political discussions regarding helicopters usage, governmental travel costs, and the operational expenses linked to the deputy president's office.
Maswali yameibuka kwenye kamati ya uhasibu bungeni kuhusu matumizi ya shilingi milioni 8 kila siku kumsafirisha naibu rais katika kaunti za Tharaka Nithi, Laikipia, Isiolo na hata Kitui. Wabunge wakitaka maelezo.
Critics demanded accountability, but some analysts believe the criticism may have had a deeper political purpose. According to these claims, the public focus on spending could be part of a broader effort to slowly damage Kindiki's public image and weaken his political standing before any future political transition. The strategy, according to observers, will be simple: create public frustration around the deputy president, isolate him politically, then make his exit appear justified. Again, these remain political interpretations and allegations, not verified government strategy. But in politics, perception often becomes reality long before facts emerge. What is making Kenyans uneasy is the growing pattern surrounding the office of the deputy president itself. First, there was the dramatic fallout between Ruto and Gachagua. Now, there are growing rumors surrounding Kindiki. And many analysts are beginning to ask the same question: is the deputy presidency becoming politically unstable under the current administration? Because traditionally, the deputy president office has always been viewed as the automatic waiting room for future presidential ambitions. But recent events suggest something different. Instead of grooming successors, Kenya's political system now appears increasingly dominated by strategy, power control, shifting alliances, and survival politics. The timing of all this also matters. Kenya is already facing rising economic pressure, public frustration, youth anger, and deep political divisions. Many ordinary netizens are struggling with the high cost of living, while political elites appear locked in endless succession battles and coalition negotiations. Critics fear that these internal wars could destabilize government operations even further, and if political mistrust inside the presidency continue growing, Kenya could enter a prolonged season of political uncertainty long before 2027 arrives. Perhaps the most worrying concern raised by analysts is the possibility that Kenya is developing a dangerous political culture where powerful leaders are neutralized the moment they become inconvenient. Today it is Gachagua, tomorrow it may be Kindiki, next time it could be another senior leader. The fear is that institutions may increasingly be used to manage political loyalty rather than strengthen democracy. And once that culture takes root, political competition becomes less about service to citizens and more about protecting power at all costs. As always, viewers should separate verified facts from political allegations. Many of claims discussed remain unconfirmed publicly, but one thing is undeniable. Something about Kenya's top leadership appear deeply unsettled. And in politics, the most dangerous battles are often the ones fought quietly behind closed doors. If you enjoyed this political deep dive, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications because Kenya's political landscape is changing rapidly, and the next major fallout could happen when nobody expects it. Cash Media Kenya, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.